Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe.
What's good, y'all? Today we're going to be doing a half up, half down style today with a little bit of a 90s swoopy feel, some pin curls. So let's get started, y'all.
Alright, y'all, so since this hair is pretty self-explanatory while you're watching me, let's get into a little story time. So let's talk about the time I almost ended up on Missing Persons. So my first year in college, I met a young man in the lunch area who said he needed a model for his photography class he was taking. Now, he wasn't very attractive, but I've always tried not to judge people based on what they look like. And, you know, it's nothing wrong with people being friends. So anyways, I did a little photographs for him, and, you know, we've, talked at lunch here and there. We eventually exchanged numbers, and, nothing ever really came of it. We just had a conversation. Until one night, about maybe like 2 a.m. in the morning, he hits me up and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm not doing much, just chilling." And he's like, "Oh, well, I just got finished DJing this party. I just wanted to come through and see what's up with you." Now, the first flag was, it was like 2 in the morning, y'all. And I should have known, but I was 19 and naive. And, I didn't think much of it. And I was bored. So I said, "Okay, come through." So he pulls up to my house in an all-white Range Rover, and I'm like, okay, I hop in, whatever. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" Just the norm. And he's like, "What's up with you?" And I'm like, I'm not good, just chilling. And I noticed that he has an accent. Now, this man hadn't had an accent one time since I had been, interacting with him. But I'm like, okay, whatever. So we start to drive. And I'm starting, to get the gist that he's been drinking a little bit. So that made me a little bit nervous. But I'm like, okay, it's good. So we get maybe not even half a mile from my house. And he's like, if I was a pretty N-word, you'd have been and gave me some by now. And I just looked at him like, oh. And before I could say anything else, do you know what this man said to me? He says, if I really wanted to, I could kill you and throw your body in the backseat of my trunk and no one would ever know. Baby, the gut wrench I felt in that moment. Jesus, take the wheel. Inside, I was panicking, y'all. But I stayed calm and I was like, "You know what? I think you should take me home." And he turned to me and he was like, "Yeah, I think you're right." Busted a U-turn and dropped me off at home. Baby, God was watching over me that night, because I could have ended up on Unsolved Mysteries, and ain't nobody got time for that. But of course, I never spoke to him, y'all, and he had tried to apologize, but enough. Cause baby, I believe he meant what the fuck he said. Now I be thinking, what the fuck did he do with them photos? Be safe out here, y'all, for real.
Y'all, I'm loving it. It's not the neatest, but it's pretty. Y'all, I did this so quick, I ain't even seen the back. Y'all gonna see the back before me. I'm very happy with it. I did this in like under 30 minutes, y'all. So let me get dressed real quick.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate you as always. See you next time. Mwah.